In this lesson, we will identify different ways to preserve food. Let's start. It's important to eat the right food, but it's also important to look after food to keep it fresh and safe. We need to preserve and store food. If we don't store food properly, it can go bad, and this makes us sick. Now we can use fridges and freezers to store food. These need electricity to work. How can we preserve food if we don't have electricity? And how did people preserve food in the past? Number one, fire. People used fire to make smoked meat and fish. We used this a long time ago and we still use it now. Salt. We add salt to food to preserve it. It takes out the water. People use this all over the world for meat and fish. Drying. We can dry fruit in the sun. Dried apples, figs, grapes, bananas, and mangoes are all delicious. When we dry fruit, it takes out the water and keeps the nutrients. The fruit is sweet and delicious, and it's healthy because we don't add sugar. Number four, containers. There are different ways of storing food in containers. Number one, their pots. Thousands of years ago, people invented their pots to keep food fresh. The food is inside one ceramic pot. This pot is put inside a bigger ceramic pot. You put sand between the two pots, then put water in the sand. The water takes the heat away and the food stays cool. Cans and jars. People also use cans and jars to preserve food. You put the food in a liquid with salt and close the can. No air gets into the jar or can, and the food lasts of years. So, how many ways can we preserve food? There are four ways: fire, salt, drying, containers. And there are two ways using the containers: their pots, cans, and jars. So let's read and complete together. When we dry food, we take out the water and keep the nutrients. Keep the nutrients. Number two, we add salt to food to preserve it. Number three, we can store food in containers. Number four, we need electricity to store food in a fridge.